Alex Mighten on the left side. Ball's going to get away. This puts San Diego FC off with the ricochet. It's going to be a chance for Chucky. Pumps it. Chucky. Golazo. G-O-L-A-Z-O. Gol. Golazo. Gol.
Hello and welcome to the official SDFC podcast. I'm Kaila Burns-Hafner here with Marvell Win. Welcome back. And Sal Zizo. Marv.
Hi.
Where have you been?
Been out and about. So started off with a couple of camps that I got to run. One was in Sacramento, and I was just in Nebraska for the last week with a Nike camp, and I also took a cruise in Greece. Wow. So I mean, it was a lot of fun. I really wish I brought my jersey. I could have been showing it off in Greece for the first time, but you know, I'm happy to be back with you guys. Why did I miss anything? What happened?
Just a few things.
A few things.
Good to have you back to chat about it.
Good to see you guys.
So I guess last time we were on the show, we were previewing Nashville. Sal and I were. So great result against Nashville, a top team in the East. 1-0 win back at home. Had a nice little post-match performance by Dioro. That was also very fun, very successful. Then Leagues Cup happened.
We gotta go before that. So like. They won their first game on the road, against LA Galaxy. And then, and then all that stuff happened after that. So
15 episodes later. Here we are.
Now we're here. So
now we're caught up.
Yeah, welcome back.
Now you're caught up.
It's been a while, but glad to have you back.
The club also competed in its first ever Leagues Cup performance, went 1-2-0 in that performance, but a very great 2-0 win to kind of close out that performance versus Mazatlan, and then hit the road for MLS play. Sporting Kansas City, 2-0 win, 5 straight road wins now for San Diego FC, which breaks an expansion club record.
Look at us go.
That's actually one of the craziest stats if you really think about it, because you know, Marv and I are so used to an MLS season and it being so hard to get results on the road. And I remember talking to Frank a few times and him saying, you know, when he first came to this club, there was a lot of dialogue about that, right? A lot of people were saying, hey, it's really tough on the road. It's really tough on the road. And they kind of looked at it and was like, why? You know, like, let's play our style. Let's play our game. And I mean, some people can look at that and say, oh, you'll see, you know, you guys are maybe naive at the start, but they've proven it. I mean, 5 straight games on the road. Obviously broken a record for an expansion club. So amazing.
Yeah,
what goes into that? Yeah. I want to hear from you guys.
It kind of proves how when you're very confident in your style of play, you can do it wherever you want. Because I've had coaches in the past who's like, all right, we're away from home, so we're going to sit back, kind of absorb their pressure for a little bit, and then we counterattack when we have the opportunities. Or when we're at home, we're going to press really high. We're at home. We have the advantage. Just go at them. But if you have a team that is solid no matter where they are, it's just, we're just going to play our game. We're just at a different location. We'll be calm, we'll be relaxed. And I can actually see how playing away can actually be a disadvantage for the home team because time's against them. So with a team like us that just always maintains possession, you know, they're going to be at home. The fans are going to be wanting them to want more. They might feel that pressure. Exactly. It's almost like they're like when you have the international games that do the ole per pass. It's almost like they're thinking about that. So they kind of feel like, you know, maybe that ball back to the keeper, they're kind of thinking, all right, maybe I can get this one and let's get things started. But then they play around them, they breaks apart, and then we take advantage.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've always been curious to hear your kind of perspective on, you know, just what it takes to win on the road. And I think it's, like you guys have both mentioned, it's really impressive for this team to have been able to kind of surpass that mark for an expansion club.
Yeah, and usually there's, I mean, I don't know this for sure, but I'm sure we can get our statistician up there looking at the
right
statistician, or what is it?
Statistician?
Statistic man. Anyways, that person needs to look this up, and because I feel like there's a correlation between like teams that have good results on the road, go far in the playoffs, maybe win MLS Cups. I know when my team, when I was with Atlanta United in 2018, we won MLS Cup. We were a very good team on the road. Very, very good team. So I think there's something to be said about when the odds are stacked against you, maybe when you feel like you need to come together in certain moments and you get the job done, it translates well to the playoffs.
Yeah, most pressure you can be during season is on away games. And if you prove you can perform under pressure over and over again, that kind of leads to, you know, it's a good sign for the future. And not to mention, back in our day, when we were playing, we didn't have these chartered flights, though.
Yeah.
I would think that would be a huge advantage. I mean, having to go commercial,
definitely levels the playing field for sure.
And all that. So just imagine going on your own plane, getting to the game, whenever you need to, do your thing, get back home. I mean, I think that's very important. But, it was difficult for us. It's difficult for them too, but might be a little bit easier.
These kids have it easy now.
I feel like I hear this every podcast.
We walked to every game.
Get off our lawn.
California to New York, we walked to every game uphill both ways.
In the snow. It's always extreme one way or the other.
Well, we have another expansion club record that has been broken just with this past matchup versus Sporting Kansas City. Anders Dreyer now has 29 goal contributions. He passes Carlos Vela's 27 goal contributions for the most by an expansion club in a year. And we're, not even through the year yet.
Yeah, it just adds to the accolades, right? I mean, he's legit an MVP candidate. I remember that year from Carlos Vela and thinking, wow, what an impact he had, his first year in the MLS. And I think he followed it up with another MVP type year. But he's, in my opinion, the MVP of the league right now. I mean, you can argue Messi and a few guys, but when you watch this guy day in and day out, the amount of assists and playmaking, the other day I was just thinking, like, his decision making, Dreyer's decision making is so good on the day. I mean, he takes simple things and plays it to the right foot, with the right speed, and it leads to assists and goals. And he's just done a tremendous job this year coming in.
I was with these lefties, talking about Messi, Anders, Carlos Vela. I mean, these lefties are coming in this league, kind of tearing things up. I love that he's also such a team player. Yeah. You can see him distributing the balls, wanting to get it back. You can see him getting crosses in. Both him and Chucky, honestly, being up top, very selfless, and they take advantage of certain situations when they get the chance. And it's just, you can see the points on the board, and it's just coming together so nice.
I think that's also evident in the way he's obviously leading the league in assists, but the way that he presents himself in the post-match conversation. He's asked about passing this record. He doesn't even know that it exists. And he's just talking about, I just want to find ways for us to be able to win. And scoring goals is always nice, but, just finding the ways to put the position in the team to win games. And I think that's evident of a great team player.
Yeah, listen to talk a little bit. It's about like the we. I'm glad we did it. I'm glad we got here. I'm glad we got this. Oh yeah, what about you? And you now surpassed, for the first coming year and all that stuff. You're showing all these points. You're like, oh yeah, I mean that's good too. But us as a team, we're doing well, performing well, and I'm happy to help out whenever I can.
Teams currently sitting at the top of the Western Conference, 49 points. Currently second in the Supporter Shield race to Philadelphia, which has 51 points. Obviously, it's still very early. A lot of games left to be played. But what do you guys think you've seen so far with this team? The team's leading the league in goals, tied with Orlando and Miami at 50, leading the league in assists, passes completed, etc. All of these markers. Where do you guys see this team stacking up at this current rate?
Look, I mean, no one would have thought they would be in this position going into the season. Maybe internally they thought so, but definitely not anyone outside of that locker room. So credit to them. But for me, what's truly incredible is that there's been so many moments throughout the course of the year where maybe some teams would have, or not teams, but some people would have, written them off and said, oh, they've lost 3 in a row. Oh, now's the time they're going to start slipping. Oh, okay, they just got some injuries. Oh, they just lost this player. They just, but they keep finding ways to get results. And again, it's another really good sign of a good team. 3 weeks ago, they were saying, they can make a run at Supporter Shield. And then they had a few hiccups at home and everyone starts writing them off again. And then they just get 2 straight road wins. It's like anytime you start to write this team off, they come back and they deliver the results to keep them in the race. And they're hanging in there and they can make a late season push for sure.
Yeah, it definitely hasn't been a smooth ride. I mean, there's been ups and downs. We ourselves have seen certain games where I just felt off. The passes didn't really connect this well and all that stuff. But as you can tell, being on top of the table and points and all that stuff, they're doing something right and they're coming together. And I really think something that's actually going to help us out with that end of the season push are the players that we have, young, old, coming in and being able to fulfill spots. Like we can take out a starter, put in someone else, and it's almost like they fit perfectly into the machine that we have going on. So I think with a lot of depth will come a lot of top quality play later on in the season when we might have some tired legs.
Well, you mentioned tired legs. We've got some new guys coming in to kind of help out with that rotation. Transfer window has been open, and we have made some additions to the squad. We haven't been able to talk about them since we haven't had any episodes recently. So we can just talk about that now. We've got the most recent addition forward, Corey Baird from FC Cincinnati. We also brought in a bunch of 19-year-old players that are incredible talents, all played for the men's national team at some point in their career so far in the youth level. Pedro Soma coming in. We've also got Aiden Harangi and David Vasquez, all guys that have already come in and started to make some contributions to looking at David and Aiden and Pedro coming in during Leagues Cup play and being able to really get integrated into the mix and leading into some good playing time.
Yeah. I mean, there's two things I make of all that. And for one, Tyler Heaps is channeling his inner AJ Preller from the San Diego Padres, making these moves at the deadline. I guess not at the deadline, just in this transfer window, just, shaking up the team, finding what we need, dealing with some injuries, some guys leaving, now there's new guys coming in, but trying not to skip a beat, right? And the other part is like, you look at the age of the 4 guys coming in, 3 of them are 19 years old. And Marv and I were talking off camera. When 19-year-olds come into a team, I mean, there's like a learning curve, right? I mean, some of these guys don't get any minutes for the whole year. Some maybe play a few games, but I think the commitment to play these guys right away is attracting a lot of these players and talents to come to SDFC because they know, hey, I'm going to get my chance here. And it's a credit to the whole organization because they're sticking to their guns of what they said they were always going to do, right? And realistically, it's just a matter of time before our academy starts becoming those players. And you start seeing those academy players play meaningful minutes in MLS games and then possibly move on or possibly stay. That at that point, they got to figure it all out. But the main thing is their commitment to youth and they're sticking to it.
10 out of 10, no notes. Hey, Sal. I mean, baseball stuff. Yeah, we have 4 players going to hit a grand slam.
Oh, Mark, by the way, I have a baseball card of your dad's. My brother.
Oh, yeah?
What?
Yeah, so I gotta bring that to
Love
You
it.
should have brought it on the show today.
My dad's coming to the game on the 13th.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we're going to.
Can you sign it for me?
Watch the Padres game on the 14th. Yeah, we're going to
Bring him on the show.
Yeah.
Only half joking.
Maybe.
But you mentioned these guys coming in and playing meaningful minutes too. Aiden and David both started in that game versus Sporting Kansas City. Was both their MLS debuts.
Yeah, I mean, and then to get a win at home against a Kansas City team that has been climbing, since midseason. So again, just like incredible. I mean, the willingness, the trust for them to come in, probably the comfort level they feel, playing that plays a big role in all that. So credit to them. Well done. First win on the road, first MLS game. There's no better feeling than that. Yeah,
and I'm sure whenever anybody goes to a different team, like we've been traded before, they say, we really want you to get some playing time and all this stuff. But, talk is cheap. And if you can actually get these players out on the pitch right away, that automatically boosts the confidence level up really high. And then when they go on the pitch, now I'm really playing for a spot. I mean, when we first saw a lot of the new guys come out against Mazatlan, that was a fun game to watch. They came out spicy. Spicy. Well, I was really going to say spicy.
What's spicy? Yeah.
But you know what? But
describe what the spice
what I was going to say instead? I was going to say crisp. Like the passes were crisp.
Okay.
I can't really explain crisp, but when I say it, you know what I mean by their passes were crisp.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
okay.
And also what I mean
we're still waiting for you to explain spicy.
I'll explain spicy.
Crisp is like clean, like on point. Spicy,
sure.
Though, I'm not.
Spicy was fiery. It's spicy. Like there was a lot of energy to it. Like there was a lot of scrapping going on. They were buzzing.
Okay.
Spicy.
Okay, I'll switch it.
Either way, it was fun to see them all come out. And again, no one looked out of place. Whenever you're on this pitch, it looks like it's very well organized. Everybody has their own role to play. Add someone else new into it, they still kind of fit it. So again, credit to the organization and kind of the acceptance of the team themselves being like, you got this, you can do this. You're not alone.
Awesome. Well, we've got so much fun stuff coming up for you guys. We'll have an interview with Alex Mighten. We will also recap everything that we've just talked about with Kelvin Jones, assistant coach, get his perspective on things. A lot coming, so stay tuned.
As the official specialty insurance partner of San Diego FC, Palomar offers standalone earthquake insurance that protects property and peace of mind. It's crucial to be prepared. Visit plmr.com or contact your insurance agent for a quote. Palomar, reimagining specialty insurance with innovative, creative solutions.
Hey everybody, this is Darren Smith. I host a radio show called SDFC Midweek Live. You can hear it Wednesday nights, 6 o'clock on San Diego Sports 760 and anytime on the iHeartRadio app. Join me, Adrian Garcia Marquez, Warren Barton, SDFC players and staff. It's the only hour on local radio dedicated 100% to San Diego Football Club and the beautiful game.
All right, we are joined here by Alex Mighten. Alex, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Excited to have you on.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm excited to be here.
So first thing we always like to do is we just love to hear everyone's story, how they got started into their soccer journey and how they ended up at CFC. So how did it all start for you?
Yeah, so I think just out of enjoyment. My dad used to play a little bit, so I used to play in like the garden with my brother. My dad used to be outside for hours, and then from there, just just play at school, after school, play with friends at the park. So yeah, that's kind of how it started for me. And then my dad actually started a team. Me and my brother were there, and like some local people from our city. When I was like 6. And I played there for 1 year, and then my dad said, "You need to go to a different team because it's too easy for you."
I
too
can't
good.
coach it.
Exactly. Yeah. So I went to another team, and then for a year, and then I got picked up by Forest, and I was there from 7 to 22 recently until I came here, and then came here in January. So that's kind of how it started and how it's happened.
You were born in the U.S., but then you went back over to England.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Give us that little walkthrough.
Yeah, so my dad was working over here. He was working for ESPN. He did like commentary over here. So me and my 2 older brothers were all born here. And then I actually moved back. Well, I moved back when I was like 3, so I was quite young. I don't really remember too much, to be honest. But my older brothers remember a little bit more than me. So that's born here, but raised over there.
English at heart.
Yeah. Apparently, I had a little bit of an American accent, but that was
gone
gone
now.
after like a few months. So yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, what's been like just kind of getting, the call to be joining this new project? And then I think, did you spend some time at Northland as well a little bit?
Yeah. So I was over there for 3 months, but it was always about coming here for me. To be a part of like a franchise team is something that not many people ever get the opportunity to be a part of. So it was very exciting, and it's been really enjoyable since coming here. But yeah, it was one of those things that I was really interested in, and obviously coming back over here and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been
So you were at Northland, what, like a few months before the preseason?
Yeah, because the season in Europe's different to here.
Yeah.
I had to.
You had already signed with here, but
exactly.
Okay.
So I was only there for a short amount of time, but
were any of the guys here still over there as well?
In Northland,
yeah,
there was
Yeppe was still there. Okay,
Marcus.
Okay, so that's nice. You got to know a few people before.
Yeah. What was that like? Kind of getting to like know what was coming next.
Yeah, it was good. It was good, and like I got familiar with the style of playing over there, because it's quite similar to how we play. So it was good to kind of, get that head start.
Break the ice.
Yeah. And obviously get to know those 2 guys. So yeah, it was good. It was fun.
Yeah, you're not the first one to come in here and say that you played a lot of ball with your older brothers and all that stuff. That seems to be like pretty consistent. So like, were they bigger than you? Did they shove you around a little bit? Got you a little bit used to like the physicality of the game, or were you faster than them? So you just outran them?
For sure. No, they were bigger than me. Like I used to go to the park with my older brother. We were like 6 years old, and there were these kids that were like 13, 14. And we were like really shy. We used to just come over and they invited us to play. But, they were looking at us like, these are kids. This is going to be like boring,
And you're like,
and we just got and we just dribbled past everyone in that school. And they were like, okay.
And they start kicking you.
Yeah, exactly. So I used to get kicked a lot. I still get kicked a lot.
Yeah, you do. That's normal. Get those PKs.
You know what I mean? But it's, that's kind of how it started for me. Like playing with a lot of bigger boys, and that's kind of like, it's my game now. It's kind of how I play. I like to kind of dribble and to take people on and stuff. And it attracts a lot of contact. So I don't mind getting kicked here and there. It's just how I play.
Believe it or not, that's kind of how I played, to be honest. Marvell hopefully back me up.
I'm the one who kicked.
I was kind of like that speedy winger as well that just kind of got behind. But Marv was one of the only guys growing up that would beat me pretty easily in a race, but other than him, it wasn't.
And we're usually on the same team.
Yeah, we're usually on the same team.
That's good.
We grew up in San Diego, so
nice.
yeah.
We do have a clip from you from the Mazatlan match. I
Okay.
don't know. Do you know which clip I'm going to pull up?
Which clip?
I really appreciated the effort.
Oh yeah, the one where I ran back.
Yeah, walk us through this for
Yeah,
you.
for
Here's
sure.
here's it for memory. You start here.
Yeah, so you know what? Franco did not help me out here because I was ready to do this one and get him to come over, but he stayed. So I was like, I gotta keep running. But to be fair, I knew I was gonna get there, but it was like the defending part, which I was like, I knew once I got there, I had to actually like slow down because I was running quite quickly and then actually like try and get a tackle in. So, you know, it's one of those things like it's, you know, you have to do it for the team, and it was good to be able to break up that counter attack. But yeah, it's not my familiar kind of territory to operate in, but you know, I was happy to be able to help.
Defenders
out.
never get any credit, man.
You know,
They make those runs like every game. A winger or a forward
they're
just
supposed
comes
to do
back and
that.
does that. And they're like, oh yeah, Wayne Rooney, look at him tracking back.
Speaking of defenders making runs, we also got one from Marvell.
Yeah. Oh, let's see this.
Let's see.
damn. I mean, the strike is a little bit slow, but
He gave you no credit.
but it's very good.
Marv's jogging now.
You know what I mean? But no, I like that. I like that. The passion as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a little angry. That's when you get to see like your full stride.
Yeah.
When you run, it's kind of like it's kind of a big pulling stride. You know what I mean? And then when you get on the ball, you got like the quick little feet and all that stuff. So it's hard to track. Like that's why you probably get the little kicks and things because guys are thinking you're gonna big touch, small touch, twisty. I mean, it's a lot of fun to watch. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Any players that you like kind of looked up to when you were younger that you molded your game?
Yeah, I'd say Hazard. Was
Hazard,
one of them. He was my
yeah.
favorite player growing up. I'm a Chelsea fan, so
Yeah.
he was one that I used to love watching. Just the way he got on the board, dribbled, fast people. Neymar as well.
Yeah.
Like those kind of players are just, you know, I feel like in football nowadays you don't really get too many players like that.
No.
So it's like, you know,
It's become robotic.
you know what I
at
mean?
moments.
It's changed a little bit, but you know, I'll always enjoy watching players like that just make it entertaining to watch. And that's how I try and play. You know, I try and be someone that's good to watch for the fans. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
When you first came into the club, were they saying right away that we want you as a starter? You're gonna have to earn it. Because when we first started off, you were out there, you were getting some mentions, you were getting your foot on the ball quite a bit, and then you know, you just kind of like found your footing. Was it always like did they always have confidence in you, and you were always like for sure what you're gonna do, or was it like all right, I'm starting at the bottom, got to work my way up?
Yeah, no, it was, you know, they always had confidence in me, but it was like, you know, I knew it was going to be difficult. You got a lot of good players, especially in the attacking position. So it was like, it's one of them I needed to kind of earn my place. Sure. So it took a few weeks, a few games for me to kind of get going. But I feel like once I got my foot in the door, it was good for me to be able to get some momentum and I've enjoyed every opportunity that I've got, and you know, it's been an enjoyable season so far, so I hope it continues like this.
What have been your thoughts on the league itself? Like, what was your kind of opinion coming into it, and then now playing in some games? Like, what do you think?
Yeah, I feel like in the last few years, especially, the MLS has grown a lot, and I feel like it's only going to get better and better.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things I was aware of, you know, the growth that was taking place, and it was exciting to kind of be involved in that. And it's a good league. You know, I was kind of pleasantly surprised by the level. But it's competitive. You know, there's different styles, but it's good to be involved in, and it's, you know, it's quite end to end, which makes it a little bit entertaining as well.
Pretty athletic league.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
So no, I've enjoyed it, to be fair. So far, yeah.
Do you have a favorite moment so far of being a part of this process from the beginning?
Yeah, I'd probably say our first home win against LAFC. That was my first start as well, so it was nice to get that win at home. You know, to get my first goal as well, which was nice. So, and for the fans just to be in the stadium to get 3 points against an LA side as well, which again, rivalry. So that was enjoyable for me.
Yeah, take us back to that goal. Walk us through that moment.
It's one of them, like, you know, the coaches always tell me to make the back post, so I was trying to bust the gut to get there. But I know once I was there, it was a pretty simple opportunity, so it was good. You know, it was a good moment for me.
And the celly?
Yeah. So I've been working on that one. I wanted it to get it out a little bit more than I have so far. But yeah, that one, hopefully we'll see that again soon.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What's it been like just moving here? I guess kind of moving back to the US, but you said you didn't really remember obviously anything from being so young, being here the first time and exploring this new city.
Yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. There's a lot to like about San Diego. The weather obviously is something that is very different from the UK, which is nice. A lot of consistency here. Nice.
More like Love Island than it is,
Exactly.
UK.
Honestly, for sure.
The jokes today.
So that's been nice, but like just being able to explore, like there's so many different parts of San Diego, like the beaches as well, and it's good to have my family and friends over here when they visit to be able to explore. You can never get bored over here, so it's like it's always something to do. So I feel like I've still got a lot more exploring to do, which is exciting. Yeah.
You got other activities you like to do out here? I mean, is it just going to the beach? And there's a lot of golfers on the team. What do you got to do?
I like to do over here.
Video games?
Yeah, no, I'm in Little Italy, so I actually saw you. At that,
Same neighborhood.
Yeah. So there's a lot to do over there. A lot of nice restaurants and stuff. I feel like you can just step outside and there's so many different things and activities. Like I do want to learn how to surf, though. I'll be honest. That's something that I want to learn while I'm here. Just because why not? It's a perfect place to be able to learn something like that. So yeah, that's the next thing on the bucket list for sure.
Like that.
So I was walking over here from the facility and someone on the team stopped me and said I had to ask you this question, but they didn't. They said, don't say who it is, but you can guess who it is if you want. They said, why does nobody see you outside of the training facility in the stadium?
So Paddy McNair, yeah. This guy has been on my case constantly. I've been making plans with people. I'm not going to name names, but it's a last minute one where they're like, oh, this came off or this. Yeah. So I'm just going to leave it there. If they want me to, I'll mention names if they really want to take it there, but it's one of them that...
Kaila, you can confirm.
I can confirm. I have seen Alex at a coffee shop in Little Italy before. I have seen him out in the wild.
Exactly, for sure. But yeah.
So we had CJ on the podcast and he ranked his outfits that for his arrival fits, but he mentioned you as the best dressed on the team. This is what he had to say.
Dressed.
Who would you say?
I wouldn't even put myself up there compared to Alex. Alex Mighten. He comes correct. He comes correct. It's like to the point where it's like, dang, I gotta get on the thumbnail this week. Like Alex is like 3 out of 4 times, man. Like the first one up, like, dang, I missed it again. No, but he's probably the best dressed for sure.
He's tracking the thumbnails. How many times you make it on the front of our Instagram
I'm
post?
pretty sure he's made more than I have. But
is there a chart in the locker room?
Yeah, exactly. It's like but no, I appreciate that. That's I do like to come nice to games, to kind of show my style. So yeah.
So we have some photos for you to now take through your own fashion sense. But first, I want to hear from you. How would you describe your fashion sense to people who haven't maybe seen it before?
That's a good question. I feel like there's not really one word to describe it. I like to be expressive, I'd say. I'm not too out there, but like I kind of know my own lane. I feel like once you identify what you can kind of wear and what looks good on you, you can kind of go with that. So I feel like I'm in that kind of bag where I know what looks good on me. So
how long does that fit check take? Like you're up there, it's like, oh, I look good. One of those off, or you just kind of is a routine?
No, I literally just like I don't plan anything. I'll just go in my wardrobe and
day of
day off.
Wow.
Like it will take me like I don't know 20 minutes. Sometimes I get frustrated though. Sometimes I put something on and I'm like, this looks terrible, and I've got I have like 50 clothes on my bed and I'm just I'm annoyed. But sometimes it's easy. Like the easy ones are the best ones
but it's never like a team issued gear on game day, right? That's like a huge no, right?
Yeah, for sure.
See, he's self-made. CJ's got his wife to help out.
Yeah, that's true. I don't really got that, so for sure.
So I got 5 pictures here. Okay. I want you to go through and kind of rank them. What would you say about each of them?
Out of 10.
Yeah.
Or just like so this one, I like the jacket a lot. So usually how I like to style myself, so I pick one item that I really want to wear, and then the rest I'll just kind of go around.
All right.
The jacket is what I wanted to wear because I do like this jacket a lot. And then, the jeans and I think the shoes kind of match the jacket a little bit. So I'd give this one I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
8 out of 10.
Solid.
Yeah, it's a good fit. I like this one. This one, I gotta give this a 9.5 because my mom's here. Her first game, you know what I mean? And she came nice as well. So I knew I had to kind of step up. But yeah, no, I feel like it's a cool fit.
Describe the outfit for the people who are only listening to the audio of this.
So this one I got like this cardigan on, a little bit distressing at the bottom, which makes it a little bit different. I got this in Copenhagen actually, when I was there. Little white Uniqlo t-shirt, some Acne Studio jeans, blue jeans, and some Doc Martens. So I feel like the colors are nice. They work, and obviously, like I said, my mum looks good as well. So it's it works out. So I'll give that a 9. Yeah, 9.5 actually.
9. Okay.
For sure. This one.
This one was before Galaxy, I think. The LA Galaxy.
Yeah, I remember. So this one, I've got to shout out my guy, Deej, Anson, bro. So he's got his own clothing brand. He lives in LA. I've met him a couple of times, and he actually gifted me these jeans. So I'll shout him out for them. And I wore them for him. But they do look really nice. The jumper's a little bit different as well, kind of furry, and then the black shoes. So I like this. I'll give it an 8 as well. I'll give it an 8.
Clean.
For sure. And the sunglasses as well, you know what I mean? Oh, this one. Yeah, this is kind of recent. This is when my brother came not too long ago. He kept asking me, he was like, when I come, I need to get that picture. So bear in mind, guys.
Like, can I walk in with you?
Exactly. So he's probably been plotting this for months. You know what I'm saying? So I knew I had to be on top of my game. But yeah, no, this is I got like a little football jersey on, and then some kind of baggy wash jeans, like a rusty color, and then some Timbs. So yeah, I like the colors on this one. So yeah, I'll give it a 9. I'll give it a 9. I like this one. Is there any more? One more. This one, yeah. So obviously we love Ronaldinho. Really good player. Love watching him. So yeah, that's got to give me some points for that. The shoes as well. It's kind of, it gives it like the football kind of vibe as well.
I like that you got like the capris on too.
Yeah.
Like the old Ronaldinho style.
Exactly. So I like this one, to be fair. I'll give this an 8.5 as well.
8.5.
Pretty solid, yeah.
All right. Nothing under an 8.
There you go.
I mean,
what
Game
so
set.
highly.
Can't do it.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, no.
Was it a bigger thing over there? Every game day, you want to come in looking good? Because over here, there's a bunch of us that came out of college. I mean, if we were allowed to, we come in like sweats and stuff.
Yeah,
and go on with our day.
So,
it's changed, Marv.
You know what it was about?
It's changed, dude.
You know what it was about coming here? Like, obviously, they don't do tunnel fits in the UK. Like, you have to come in like team gear, home and away games. So I was kind of looking forward to doing that over here.
There you go.
Because I was like, I can kind of express myself a little bit more. I feel like they should do that everywhere.
Yeah, really.
I agree. I agree with it too. Yeah,
So
it just gives a little bit more flair to the game.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was good.
Who else on the team would you say has good sense of style?
Good question. Obviously we mentioned CJ. He, I know his girlfriend helps out a lot, but he does have a very good style. I like his fits. So we've got like a friendly little bit of competition there. But shout out CJ. Keeps me on my toes for sure. Who else? Anise, I can't lie. Anise, underrated, very underrated.
Really?
Yeah,
Young boy.
You'll see. He's got a bit. So yeah, he can dress. I'd say he's up there.
What about worst dressed?
Sal loves to
I wanna
ask
know the
this
worst.
question. He always wants to
Give it to
know.
us.
That's a good question. Worst dressed.
Maybe someone that's like trying to
I
be
was gonna
like you
say
guys,
the
but
worst.
just missing every
You know what
time.
it is? Because like you can tell when guys don't care.
Yeah,
because
that's
you know what I mean. I
whatever.
can't
Yeah.
really.
But I want to know someone that's like thinks he's there, but just misses every time.
Oh no.
Which is the best.
No, Willie for sure.
Willie?
Yeah. Willie is just he needs some work. He needs some help.
gotta
I
help
tell him this as well, so he knows. He needs to step up a little bit. Willie,
All right, so in the friendly competition, who are the judges? How do you guys compare? If it's you and CJ right next to each other, who's sitting there just like, all right, who gets the nod?
I feel like everyone just knows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can kind of gauge it a little bit. I don't really need anyone to say this. Like, they'll know. They'll know. You know what I'm saying?
Look at that. Ooh.
Yeah. They'll know. But again, I don't look at it as a competition. I like how everyone expresses themselves. And,
There you go.
You know, everyone's got different styles, so I respect it. You know what I mean? Even if Willie comes in some interesting fit that I don't really understand, each to their own, you know what I mean?
So Marv knows this well because you guys spent some time driving in the car together for our Toyota piece. But some banter that was picked up from that was that you might be one of the stronger guys on the team, maybe as strong as CJ.
Pound for pound.
So yeah, I was actually, it's ironic today because we had upper body today. But I don't know if you guys remember, I had like a shoulder injury.
Yeah.
So ever since then, my strength hasn't been the same, unfortunately. And I have to be honest about it.
Same thing, dude. I can't do
You know what I
pull-ups,
mean?
man.
Yeah.
I click every time. I'm sorry, man.
I slept wrong.
Exactly. So I've dropped down in the weight class, unfortunately.
Okay.
For the time being, just until I get full, you know what I'm saying?
It might take a few years.
Exactly.
Who knows?
Exactly. But before that, I must admit, I was up there. So, you know, I don't really look too strong, but you know, I am kind of strong.
So now with the time off on the weight, you're going to work on your flexibility, get where CJ.
Listen,
Where can your foot go?
Lower body.
there is
Camp of
no
lower
amount
body.
of time I can spend on stretching to get as good as CJ. Like that guy, I don't know how, you know, the Incredibles, Elastigirl. Yeah. Like that's the first thing that comes to my head. Because that one, that's his own thing. I don't know how he does that. I can never get that good. I'll try, but it ain't gonna happen.
It's a perfect segue into some fan questions. We got a couple of fan submitted questions. We got a lot of teammates submitted questions as well,
They told
as
me,
you know.
I'm aware.
But first one from the fans, what's one tip for your younger self?
Tip for my younger self. It's a great question. I'd say just enjoy every single moment, and understand that, like, you know, you're put through certain moments for a reason, even if you can't see the reason in the moment. There's always a reason. So just continue to like persevere and to kind of find joy in trials as well, because it's not always going to be easy. So yeah, just enjoy every moment and take it as it comes, I'd say.
It's a good one.
Very wise.
Why do you wear number 77?
So you know what? Like, I kind of just wanted to do something a bit different. I like the number 7, and I thought, let me just double up a little bit. You know what I mean? So just I like it. Looks very cool. So
And it's yours.
Yeah.
It's all yours.
Yeah. That's for sure.
Favorite song to listen to before a game?
Ooh, that's a good question. It's a song called Head Talking by Isaac Mansfield, a rapper in America. So I recommend people to tune into that one. Very good song. Gets me going.
Nice.
On it.
I think if I was playing today, mine would be like a K-pop Demon Hunters song. Have you guys seen that? Have you guys seen that?
I haven't seen it.
Not one person knows what I'm talking about.
No.
Go look up at the top
Ryan's
10.
raising his hand over there. Ryan knows. Our
Go look
producer
up
Ryan
the top
knows.
10 hits, top 10 most popular songs in America,
God.
and
Okay.
like
Yeah.
7 of them are from this like K-pop Demon Hunter show.
And that's going to be your song. What
That
about
would-
you,
That would be
Marv?
I don't know if it would be my song. I mean, my daughters would crush it in the car every day. So. It's very just check it out. Very catchy tunes. Very catchy.
Check it out.
What would your song be?
One of
to
today's
listen-
songs?
Whatever you would go. What would you listen to before you would go out to a game?
Regulate.
Regulators.
Yeah, Nick Dogg and Warren G. That was a song between me and my dad. I listen to it every time. It gets me hyped every time.
That's a good song.
I like it.
I know every
Yeah.
lyric, dude. We'll do a karaoke next time.
All right, next time. I'm just going to leave the set and let them start singing.
On the cruise.
Out the cruise.
All right, we got some more questions. These are actually submitted by either teammates or family members of teammates. So we've got one from Eli Pilcher.
Wow.
Favorite place to shop?
a good question. To be fair, I did some shopping in LA recently. A couple of months ago, I went to a place called Dover Street Market. Really good stuff there. Unique stuff. I recommend people go there.
Jeez.
Yeah,
We're gonna see it in the matchday fit.
I mean, yeah. So I've been saving them for the latter stages of the year. You know what I'm saying? So they haven't come out yet, but hopefully.
He plans 20 minutes before, but for that
that one's free.
I'm keeping them in the closet for now.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
I like it.
So yeah, probably there. Yeah.
All right, we'll see what we can do about the thumbnails for that game. This one was submitted by Manu. Who is your best friend on the team now?
Oh, you see how he said that? He obviously wants me to say him.
He's gonna set you up there.
No, you know what? Me and Manu have a really good connection. So yeah, I'd say him. Yeah, we're very close. So yeah, Manu, well done, mate. You got your wish.
You got your shout out there. His second question is,
my God. They keep coming.
who in the locker room would you prefer to be stuck on a desert with?
Oh, definitely not Manu. That's a good question.
I feel like someone that like has survival skills.
Yeah,
I
right?
was gonna say.
You gotta choose wisely here.
Who's gonna get me out of maybe Godoy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he's very reliable. I feel like he's got the experience. I know what to do in high pressure situations. So I'd stay close to him.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Good
Good
answer.
one.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, that's
Definitely.
smart. That'll get you.
Mhm.
That'll get you out
keep
of
me
there.
alive. Yeah, for sure.
This one's submitted by Luca Bambino. Favorite chippy shop, which I'm assuming means French fries.
Shippy.
That's such a my days because he always So he likes to try and do the British accent. He needs a bit more work on it. But, you know what? There used to be one when I was a kid. It's called a Rectory Road Fish and Chip Shop. It was in a place called West Bridgeford where I grew up. I used to go there quite a lot with my family. So that one, really good chips, not fries.
Any
chips.
fish and chip places in San Diego?
Yeah, any out here?
Any that you've heard
I've
of?
I've had fish and chips at one place. It was pretty good, to be fair.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't really expect too
No,
much, but
no.
Sure.
yeah, I mean, it reminded me of home. So
Okay.
yeah, I'll take that.
Good enough
Yeah.
then. Huh?
Yeah. Good.
Well, that's all the fan submitted and team submitted questions that we have for you. Sorry, Manu had one more. I didn't include it in here because we kind of already touched on it.
What's the seventh one he asked? Oh, my
But thank you for joining the podcast.
course, no,
So
Yeah, appreciate
Great
it.
time.
Thank you.
Alex.
And good luck. You're doing well. Love it.
Yeah.
Very much.
Big news from 18 Threads. New merch is available in store and at 18threads.com. So whether you're heading to Snapdragon Stadium or just repping SDFC around town, 18 Threads has you covered. Stop by Mission Valley or shop online at 18threads.com. Join the San Diego FC family and become a member for the 2026 season today. SDFC season ticket memberships come with a variety of exclusive benefits designed to enhance the overall matchday experience, including discounts, access to MLS Season Pass on Apple TV, invitations to exclusive club events, and more. Visit sandiegofc.com/memberships for more information. All right, we are joined by assistant coach Kelvin Jones. Kelvin, welcome to the pod.
Great to be back. Great to see you guys.
Always
It's been a while.
great to have you.
Good to see you.
I don't know the last time Marvin and Kelvin have been on the same
Yeah.
show together. It's been a while.
Too long.
Yeah, before Nashville.
Yeah.
Happy to be back.
Yeah.
So we've been just chatting about the overview of, what's going to happen with the club since we've been on the air the last time. What is, I guess, your biggest takeaway from the time frame since the Nashville game?
Yeah, obviously a lot. The transfer window's opened. You got guys in, you got guys out. But with that, it's been great to see the new additions getting the opportunity to play, doing well, and you continue to see the club's investment in young players and the belief in young players, and these guys just continuing to step up when their number's called. It's great to see. So in those aspects, it's been great, and also a moment in time for us as a club staff just to continue to evolve with the new guys and then just continue to grow in the way that we want to play, in the way that we want to compete. So the summer window it's been difficult, a lot of games in a short amount of time, a lot of miles on guys' legs, but to be able to get through it in the way that we got through it, maybe disappointed just in terms of results of League Cup, but there's so much growth in those moments in all of those games. So it's been pretty fruitful.
And then returning to MLS play with a 2-0 win on the road versus Sporting Kansas City. And then surpassing the 5 straight road wins mark, which is a record for MLS expansion clubs. What does that kind of mean to be able to have that success on the road? We've been talking about it. Both of these guys have been in kind of similar positions. What does that mean for this club?
Yeah, it was something that we stressed at the beginning of the year. If you're able to go onto the road and get consistent points, you put yourself in a position to compete in the offseason for playoffs. And to be able to do it consistently the way that we've done it and the style that we want to play, it's been great. We've talked about it after the SKC game. We've won in so many different ways now. So these guys in an expansion year, getting to play with each other for the first time, have gone through so many different experiences and how to compete and to win. And hopefully, as the season continues to go on and we can hopefully push into the off season, you can always refer back to these moments because they've been tried and tested and they've been through these moments. So, like I said, it's been fruitful. It's been great to be able to get through these moments and the way that we've done it.
Yeah, I got a question about kind of the club's commitment to the youth and the trust in these young players. Like, what makes yourself, Mikey, Frank, and the whole coaching staff, what gives you guys that trust right off the bat to just give some of these young guys, meaningful minutes, opposed to a lot of clubs and coaches that, don't really, have that trust in players or belief in the early going? What makes it different for you guys?
Yeah, I think it's two things. One, it's obviously the belief of the club and the organization as a whole this is still development and investment in the youth and through what Right to Dream has. So you have that as the big umbrella. But I think when you then go deeper, each one of us as a coaching staff have come from youth development. No one's come from a big playing career or been coaches at a professional level forever, and you are kind of set in your ways. We've come from youth development where we've seen these kids day in and day out come through the ranks, and what we do know is if you give them the opportunity, they will either grow and shine, or you've got moments where you can continue to teach and to reflect. So that's exactly where we're at. It's not you've done poorly, we cast you aside. It's no, this is you've earned the opportunity to compete from training. Here's your time to compete. Now let's reflect and see how you've done. We continue to move forward, or let's we're not quite ready. Let's reflect. Let's continue to go back to the training ground and figure out how we can continue to grow. But at the end of the day, I think it's very much a developmental mindset within our office. We know that every player has been brought here for a reason, and it's our jobs to give these guys an opportunity to compete in the show. And if we don't, then we can't say that we've done right by the player.
And what would you say, like, for some of those coaches that maybe is it that they have maybe pressure to get results and they think the experience matters, or like what are these things that you feel like a coach that doesn't put that type of mindset forward?
Yeah, there's a myriad of different reasons. Your player profile and player type, style of play, and relying on players that have gotten you results, so you're willing more and you're more comfortable to stick with those players. Typically, younger players haven't gotten the opportunity to show and to compete and to show themselves, so you're more reluctant to give them the opportunity. You'll give them an opportunity in maybe in training environment where you come in and bring in guys for scrimmages and things like that. So you don't really get to see them with the other top players compete. So then when you evaluate them, it's skewed because you're not training and competing with the other top guys. You're just giving them the opportunity to give them the opportunity. So then now when you put them in a game, you're either more reluctant to give them the opportunity to put them in the game, or you just don't do it. Yeah. Because it's just a comfort level.
I feel like they always think the worst too. Like, oh, what's going to happen? It's like, come on. Yes. Like, they're good players. Like, what are they going to do? Like, give like 6 own goals and like ruin the game? Like, I don't know. I just feel like some coaches are just like stuck in their ways of just, they have trust issues.
Who hurt you?
No, I just feel like they need to give players chances. Same thing with like certain positions. Some coaches are so scared to play players different spots. It's like the game of soccer is a game of soccer. Like I don't know. That's just
to what you just said. Like, you got to give the players the opportunity. One thing that we always talk about: if you're good enough, you're old enough. Yeah. And a lot of coaches just look at the fact that you are young means you aren't experienced, so they're not willing to take that trust to put you in the game, let alone a different position. And I think a hallmark of where the group has continued to grow and develop is you got guys that are playing different positions. I think during that League Cup run, I think Oni played in 6 different positions in 2 games. It's just the trust of the players. Like they're players, and they were all brought here for a reason, and we trust in their abilities. Now it's for us; it's to find the right time to introduce them into the game and into the environment to make sure that they are successful, and then we surround them with players that we know they're going to be successful with. In the day, you got to give them an opportunity and a chance.
So when going out and looking for these players, it seems like the certain profile that we keep on getting is young, but also pretty good guys. Yeah. Like they always seem like they're like team oriented, and they want to be part of the team. They want to help as much as they can. When you're doing the scouting process and looking at the others, are you maybe asking questions not just about what their tactical ability is, but how are they off the pitch? How are they coachable? Are they manageable? Are they friendly? All those other sort of things.
I think the beauty of where this organization is me as a coach, I don't have to deal with that. Sure. So it's a different department, but with that, the departments mingle and they mix, and we've got connections, and somebody in the office knows somebody. So you hear about players, but one of the biggest things that the recruiting department always comes in and asks about a players is how they are as a person. What are their red flags? And you can see it just within the group. It's such a good group, and you guys get the guys that come in here and they're willing to do the social media, and they're willing to do what's best for the team, and the team being the club. They never put themselves ahead of anybody else. So you want to make sure that you're finding the players that can enhance that environment rather than to bring that down. And in this moment, in this transfer window where you're bringing in new guys, you need to make sure that they're as much of a good football fit as a good of a culture fit as well.
Yeah. So now I was talking to more so on the field. It seems like, with Oni as an example, when you're bringing players in, it's because you're so used to the developmental side. Is it kind of easy to take these younger players and get them more adapted to our style of play? And also, it seems like it doesn't matter where their current position is. The way we play can be played all over the pitch in any certain form. So it's almost like if you almost get a person that just has the ability to play at a professional level, doesn't matter. We can make them better. We can have them fit wherever we want. Yeah,
there's 2 sides to that. As the player, obviously we've got a proficiency to bring in the younger player. I think that's just the club philosophy, the belief in the development of the younger player. So sure, there are older players that can fit the profile and can come in right away and compete, but for us, where we're at as a club, it's about the youth and the ability to create an environment where we can enhance and grow and develop players. So that's why you see the younger guys continue to come in. And then with that, the style of play in which we play and we believe in is very collective. So you've got to get the players that fit that style of play, and you got to get the players that culturally buy into playing in that style. And if you do that, then individual development happens. You can see how much the Bombinos, the Aidens, the Oscars, the young guys that haven't gotten opportunities in other clubs have really risen to the occasion. Oh, yeah. It is a collective style, but at the end of the day, football is an individual game, individual qualities. Can you bring out your individual qualities for the collective good? And we believe in the way that we play, that we are continuing every day in every game, enhancing their individual qualities that allows the collective to be successful.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be cool to see in the future too, because you could just see the young talent is seeing this right now, right? And it's just only gonna attract more and more, young talent, knowing like, hey, this is a place where I'm not gonna just ride the bench the whole time. I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna get my chance here. And I think that's huge for the mentality of a young player to come in and feel that.
Yeah, absolutely. And as much as we talk about the young players, you can look at the older players as well. Anibal has been asked to come in and play a completely different style than he was in Nashville and in his previous clubs. And it's brought out a different side of his game that probably a lot of people probably didn't realize was there. And he's having fun playing football rather than having to go out and defend for 75 to 90 minutes. He can be on the ball for 60% of the time and find the right moments in time where he has to go and press and defend. So as much, again, as it is, there's an eye for the younger development. At the end of the day, we talked about it before. There's still players and they can still be developed. And every one of these players has continued to grow throughout the year.
What's kind of the focus? We've got 8 remaining regular season games. Looking ahead, obviously to the next one first, but then for these remaining games in the season, what's the focus for the kind of final push here?
Yeah, it's very much so a final push. I think one of the things coming out of this summer window with Leagues Cup was how can we identify ways in which we can continue to evolve in the way that we want to play. We've identified some things where we can be better, which will allow us to be able to evolve and to push into this tail end of the season. Obviously, the goal is to get in the playoffs and to compete. That's secondary to what's happening day in and day out. So if we can continue to be better and evolve in our style of play, because at the end of the day, there's always the opponent that adapts to us. I think we have seen part of mine and Frank's jobs is to scout the opposition. So we see trends and we come up with game plans like they're going to do this, and then the whistle blows. It's like they've never done that before, and it's happened so many times.
Mikey's looking at you like,
Really?
So we know that we have to be able to evolve because the opposition's evolving to game plan against us. So as much as they're throwing wrenches into their game plan, we have to be able to throw wrenches into our game plan that kind of swings the pendulum and results in our way. So the push is to continue to play the way that we have, evolve in that, still be competitive, and look to get results.
On scouting the opposition, what can you tell us about San Jose this weekend?
If you're looking at stats, I think, knock on wood, it's the 2 teams that have scored the most goals. So we know that they are going to be and can be quite dangerous in the attack. And in moments where you think the game may be subdued are moments in which they can be quite dangerous. So we know we have to transition we have to control, which at times can be a really messy game. But again, then getting back to where we want to be in possessing the ball and controlling the ball and make sure we limit those moments where they are on the ball so they can't be dangerous. And then obviously taking away from some of what was happened at SKC is we know that we can suffer in moments in time in a game and still not concede and still bite down and defend and really do the dogged task of defending and then hopefully regaining the ball and getting the ball back. So again, there's so many moments over this last few weeks, few months in this summer window where we can reflect on the different experiences to prepare for the different matches. So heading in San Jose, we know it at any moment in time it can go either way, and our job is to make it as predictable for us as possible.
I think the message after the match versus Sporting Kansas City is you don't want to be in positions where you're often defending to that level as often as you were in that game. But I think, does that do something for the mentality of the team of being able to kind of fight through that and hold off with that clean sheet?
Oh, absolutely. I hope so. Right. It does something for us as a staff, and I can imagine as a player who's physically gone through it.
Yeah.
And credit to SKC. We talk about game plan. In terms of the game plan and what we planned for was very much that first half, and then they completely flipped it in the second half, and we had to adapt and to learn on the fly. And again, we suffered through moments where in previous matches we may have conceded or given up goals. Manu with 2 goal line clearances, countless guys with blocks inside the box and slide tackles and sacrificing themselves. So yeah, hopefully they're taking that away and saying, in any given moment, we're going to have to suffer, but we've been through this. We can do it again.
Yeah, credit to CJ too.
Yeah,
Man, stood on his head a few times. And for a guy that, again, when we talk about the mentality of players, but he got hurt, Cisniega comes in and does really well, and then now gets his second chance and just keeps it going, like doesn't skip a beat and has the right attitude along the process the whole way. So happy for him to get that shutout in a big game.
Yeah, absolutely. And a testament, again, it goes to the environment. Franco was the exact same way. Saw the bench for a while and then was called upon and then had 2 really good games. And it's, again, such a testament to the culture of the group. And there's very much a next man up mentality, not because it's that person's done poorly, he's cast to the side. It's something's happened. We've got an injury, or this guy's tired. There's so many miles in his legs. Your time is called upon you, and these guys continue to rise to the occasion.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Kelvin, for joining us for our match preview presented by Alaska Airlines. Always great to hear from you and spend some time chatting. We've got a watch party coming up if you are not traveling to San Jose from 2:30 to 6:30 p.m. at Pacific Social. Kickoff is 4 p.m. this Sunday. Please head there if you're not heading to the match up in San Jose. But thank you again so much for the time. We really appreciate it as always.
Absolutely.
Thank you.